In the sprawling city of Nagora, where neon lights flickered against the darkening sky, Raven Arclight felt the weight of unyielding monotony pressing down on him. His modest apartment, cluttered with stacks of books and adorned with gaming posters that glowed faintly in the evening light, served as both refuge and prison. The humming of his computer was a constant companion, a reminder of another world where heroes thrived and challenges were conquered. Yet in this reality, Raven was just another cog in the relentless machinery of the corporate grind. Each day began with the same routine, arriving at work before the sun had fully risen, his heart heavy yet hopeful. Raven was the epitome of dedication, the employee everyone else depended on. He completed tasks others abandoned, meticulously crafted reports, and turned in flawless numbers year after year. Yet the recognition he craved never came. Promotions eluded him like shadows in the night, and his stagnant salary was a bitter pill to swallow. The laughter of his colleagues rang hollow, their mockery a constant reminder of his solitary struggle. But that evening, something inside him snapped. "Raven," his boss growled, slamming a file onto his desk with the force of the world crashing down. "This is sloppy. Do it again." Raven's heart raced, his fingers curled into fists. Fury ignited a fire within him. "I've done everything you asked, more than anyone here, and still you treat me like trash." The office fell silent, the tension palpable. His boss's twisted sneer matched the disdain that had built over years of unacknowledged toil. "Then leave. If you can't handle it, resign." With a resolve forged in heartache, Raven spat. "Fine, I quit." He stormed out, each footstep echoing against the sterile walls like a drum of war. At home, he collapsed into the worn embrace of his chair, his heart racing, mind ablaze with emotions swirling like a tempest. But as his world crumbled, a beacon of hope flickered. Eternal Dominion, the MMORPG that had been his sanctuary. As he logged in, his avatar materialized in the throne room of his guild, clad in black steel, his eyes glowing crimson with the fire of his resolve. Tonight was meant to be the server's final shutdown, a somber farewell. But as the clock struck midnight, the familiar digital world distorted and morphed around him. Raven felt a jolt, and suddenly, the stone walls surrounding him loomed tall and majestic, etched with ancient runes. He realized with a thrill of disbelief that he was no longer just playing. He embodied his avatar, his former human self, now a vessel of overwhelming power. A voice whispered in his mind, bringing him to attention. "Dominion's blessing. Gain 100 extra experience points for every victory." The thrill of conquest surged through him. The world awaited his command, and he was ready to seize it. From the shadows, a figure emerged, wings as dark as midnight unfurled, and eyes that shimmered with violet intensity. A succubus named Selene, breathtaking yet dangerous, knelt before him. "My Lord Raven, I am your servant, your blade, your heart. Command me, and I shall burn the world for you." Her voice, laced with unyielding devotion, stirred something deep within Raven. He had felt alone for so long, yet now the warmth of loyalty ignited a flame in his chest. Together they ventured into a wild world, filled with chaos. Raven's blade cleaved through goblins in the Ashfang Plains, and the roars of dragons in the Drakemaw Peaks fell silent under his might. Each battle fueled his strength, each victory a testament to his newfound power. As Selene fought by his side, her fiery claws dripped with the remnants of their enemies. Her loyalty warmed him like the sun. But the world was rife with challengers. In the infernal abyss, a colossal demon rose, its body wreathed in flames. "Who dares trespass in my domain?" it thundered. Calm and cold, Raven replied, "I am your end." The ensuing battle shook the earth, fire crashing against steel, as Raven's relentless strikes, powered by his skills, brought the demon to its knees. Later, in the Crystal Wastes and Ironmarch Steppes, titanic beasts and rival warlords fell before him. Cities burned, armies shattered, and soon every race bowed before the might of the Overlord. But amid the chaos, Selene's devotion burned ever brighter, her gaze fierce yet tender. One evening, as they stood before a conquered land, Selene's voice trembled. "My lord, do you see me? Not as a servant, but as the one who loves you beyond reason?" Raven's heart softened under her gaze. "I see you, Selene, more than anyone else." Her tears morphed into laughter, and their bond deepened. But jealousy flickered behind her eyes as others praised him too closely. On the eve of the final battle, Selene confessed her love, not as a soldier, but as a woman. Raven lifted her chin gently, affirming, "You are mine, and I am yours." The final conflict loomed as the Celestial Dominion, a coalition of angels and paladins, rose against him. The battlefield erupted in a storm of light and shadow, where Selene fought with the fury of a tempest, her claws tearing through angelic wings. Raven's blade cut through the heavens themselves, each strike reverberating with a power unimaginable. At last, the angels fell, and the Celestial Dominion crumbled under his might. He stood atop the world, the office worker transformed into the Overlord of Eternity. Selene knelt at his feet, her voice trembling with unwavering devotion. "My Lord Raven, this world is yours, and so am I." Raven gazed across the endless landscape, a storm of emotions raging within him. His voice echoed like thunder. From the ashes of rejection rises the Overlord.
Subscribe to the channel, hit like, and leave lots of comments.